Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And alright, I hope everyone is having a good day, of course. So I just figured I'll just do a quick little video here real fast, of course. And yeah, I'm kind of using this as an excuse to talk about anime, of course. And yeah, why not? It's a Studio Ghibli movie, of course. And that film I'm referring to is, of course, the film titled Princess Mononoke, which honestly is definitely one of the best animated films out there, and it's one of the best anime films out there. So yeah, if you want to show a pro-feminist movement kind of a movie, now this is the proper way to do it. If you have a strong female lead and whatnot, or at least a female character that has some kind of importance to the story, this is how you do it. So this is going to be a top five fun facts about this movie. Yes, you heard me. Top five fun facts about this film. So, alright. So, with that being said, let's just get into it, shall we? So, here we go. Miyazaki was inspired by the writings of this one individual, and he wanted to do a film adaptation. So, this Japanese literary classic on this kind of life was written by this poet during a period of political turmoil and natural disasters, which was actually heavily reflected on the finished film. So some of the original concept remained. Typically, when it comes to anime, yeah, for the vast majority of the time, folks, anime is usually really heavily edited, is really often altered. But thankfully, this would have been one of those times where the film was actually left completely intact when it was released to the United States of America. So, yeah. So that's definitely a win there. I would definitely say that, folks. Oh, yeah. Mm hmm. So, okay, at number three is the fact that, yeah, this was definitely one of the most expensive animated films to produce at the time. Because, lo and behold, making movies require money to be made. You'd be surprised how many people don't realize that. Anyway, but yes, this was pretty expensive to make, but it paid off, literally in this case, because this became highly successful. So there's that. Make it at number two is the fact that yes, director of this film was originally intended to be his final movie. However, all that changed because of the fact that it was highly successful. So I guess that must have ins- inspired his creativity in some ways. So I guess there you go. I reckon. I mean, if it helps, it helps. I guess. So yeah. But anyway, good for him. I guess. Good for him. So yeah, that's a thing. All right. Before going to number one, I'll bring some honorable mentions. So yes, there's actually some meaning behind these names, and this just shows you that yes, there's actually some research done of the movie. I know that's probably some of the most obvious things that you should do for a movie. You should do a lot of research, but you'd be surprised on how many people don't know that. Anyway, so there's that. Another thing is, of course, is the fact that yes, this became one of the highest grossing films in Japan up until Titanic, which is kind of sad because if you ask for my personal humble opinion, folks, is that I do believe that this movie is way better than Titanic. I do think Titanic is highly overrated. Yes, the James Cameron movie. I never cared for it. If I'm be upfront with you folks, I thought it was not a good movie. But anyway, that aside, so there you go. So there's that. Another thing is that it became also one of the longest animated films that was made in Japanese animation. Yes, that when definitely one of the lengthiest that was made. So yeah. So okay, I mean yes, I mean it's kind of long. I would definitely admit that it really is. You do have to have time for this. It's definitely one of those types of movies you have to make time to watch it, but it's worth it though. It's definitely worth it, folks. Oh yeah. And speaking of studying and doing your research, there was actually some Japanese mythology that was thrown into the movie as well. On top of all that, yes, of course, it is needed. It does help the story though. It does help the story, of course. You do need a strong plot, if you ask me. I don't care what medium this is. I don't care what the genre is. Yes, story is important, of course. Anyway, but there's that, folks. Oh, definitely. So anyway, moving on from that. Another thing is that yes, it was the first animated film to actually receive a very specific kind of award in Japan. So there you go, I reckon. So it did something right. It really was an impressive movie, and it did that quite well, actually. So there you go, I reckon. But anyway, so there you go. Oh, another thing is that, speaking of inspirations and whatnot, yes, the people behind Star Wars, at least the animated stuff anyway, actually took some inspiration for something from this movie. So there's that, I reckon. So it goes to show you that some some stuff out there go get really get the creative juices going, folks. So there you go, I reckon. There you go. Which I do think is really impressive in its own little way. But anyway, on to number one. So yes, another thing is that by the looks of it, it was his only film to be set in feudal Japan. And yes, it's I guess it technically is a period piece, suppose. And period pieces could be done as a good thing. They could be done correctly. If done correctly, they'd be really interesting in their own way. They're gonna be really creative, and that's what this film is really is, folks. So there you go, I reckon. Oh yeah. All right, folks, that'll be it for now. So I do appreciate anyone for looking, and this does give me an excuse to talk about anime, which which honestly I should do more of more often, really. But anyway, that'll be it for now. I just want to do something fairly quick for now, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching and take care. See ya. Oh yeah, later.